Okay, I have the microphone on, and it's a quiet day. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining. I just started up the stream and looking at what's going on. And welcome you guys as you come in. Okay, there we go. Put that up on the screen real quick. And it certainly doesn't look as impressive during the day, but apparently they had a new fissure open up. Not exactly sure where it was, but I'll bring up a map in a little while and show everyone. Hi Bree. Good to see you. Hi, Morgan. Thanks for dropping in. And I'm just flipping through the pages here, seeing what's going on right now. Getting to be evening there in Iceland, so it's pretty cool. And that gives you a little better perspective here. It almost looks like that thing is going to turn into one big massive volcano. That's pretty interesting looking. Okay, so anyway, yeah, apparently, so yesterday we had some new fissure open up. We were watching one as well on the screen that was in the middle there, but it seems that another area popped just open on the I guess it would be further west side of it, which is pretty cool. So I thought that was kind of neat. Okay. All right, Bree, no problem. You can just watch and be happy. And anyway, popping back through the views here, they do look pretty good, except for it's a little bit cloudy there, I guess, so that doesn't make it for as nice a viewing. So liking some of the shots though. I did have a cool shot though from that was going around from St. Vincent, and I'll throw that on the screen for a second, and that's what do they call it? I'll think of the name. Oh God! Here, let me get the name. I believe it's La Saufière, if I'm not mistaken, on St. Vincent, on the island. and we'll push it, and yeah, so that was one of the shots there that was going around. That looks pretty cool. It's got a neat looking ring around it, and that is Les Sofières on St. Vincent Island, St. Vincent. So that looks pretty awesome. Yeah, a big ring around it and all that nice stuff. But it looks kind of weirdish, you know. But they've got rocks coming down and stuff like that, so a little bit different than the one in Iceland. The one Les Sofières is a lot more violent, I guess. She's spewing out all kinds of things, and they were showing rocks coming down, or volcanic pebbles, or, well, they're not pebbles when they're the size of golf balls. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, we'll get back to that later and push the other ones here. So it looks cool. I thought it was nice anyway. Hey, I don't see the like button moving at all. Anyone out there want to hit that like? Would be greatly appreciated. Give it a thumbs up. And thank you all for joining this afternoon. I only will be running for about an hour, so we should be okay with that. And I am on call, so I do have to be ready to go at a moment's notice. So that's why we're keeping it down to an hour only today. Anyway, so just to recap here real quick so far, new fissure opened up again, or I don't know if we really want to call it a new fissure, or is maybe just an extension of that one that was already there. And it looked like it was right beside Sif, if I'm not mistaken, not Sif, Flow, if I'm not mistaken, with the funny names. But we do have that spot that's in between Sif and Flow, as well as one on the west side, or on Flow there. So we'll have to see in the dark, see how everything lights up. Right now, it's because it's still so light out, it's hard to tell. But we do have, activity from all of them. And getting back to Bob here for a second, just to show him, definitely still doing his thing. All that lava, though, has really filled that valley. You can definitely notice in this shot, if you remember from the previous views, and it looks a lot different now that valley is filling up. So we can probably guesstimate that it's going to keep rising a little bit. If it doesn't have too much flow, it's just going to keep building and building. And if it does have hot pools in there, eventually it is going to flow out of there, and then we'll see if it goes into Meridalish or heads south, right? So it'll be cool. Either way, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And very cool stuff going on. Let's see if we push the other one here. This is a little wider angle of this one, and you can see a little bit more. So in this shot, you can actually, whoa, it's not there yet. Let me get this the right way so I can look at it better. We see the flow coming back into the original valley from up on the hill there on the left side, which is is pretty awesome. So yeah, things around here I think are all going to build up. I think it's going to bury everything in here. But it won't take long for that small area to fill up in the central corner area here for y'all. I don't know if my whiteboard will work. Hey Gary, nice to see you. Guy, welcome. No feed for the one out there. I think they're panicking a little bit. I don't know if anybody's got anything set up. All I've seen so far are just news clips, basically, and personal videos. So I don't know if anybody is setting up a permanent camera out there on St. Vincent. So we'll see what happens. Did you see the fourth vent? Yeah, it was further to the west, if I'm not mistaken, Barry. Okay, Guy, I think the volcano itself is still not visible due to the ash cloud. Yes, that's actually here. This was the photo that, or well, it was actually, I think it was, I'm not sure whose it is, but it was cited in a couple of places, and I figured I'd show that one. Yeah, the volcano is underneath there somewhere, out there. La Sofière is hiding on us. So anyway, yeah, getting back to the third or fourth cone or vent. I'm just trying to see here in the views if we're actually seeing it. Okay, I don't believe we are seeing it. Hey, Miss Pac-Man. Hi, and thank you very much. That's cool. Let's see here. Yeah, the one that we have the screenshot here. So what we're seeing on the left side, we see Bob. On the right side, that's Flo, and just about right in the middle is what they call Sif, and then the one that's actually flowing right now or lit up kind of in between Sif and Flo. I don't know if that's what's considered the new one. Yeah, okay, so that is the new one. If I can, whoop, hang on, I need to turn on the whiteboard, in other words, otherwise I can't use it. Where's my whiteboard? There, okay, so I need to set that color first, make it a little bit thicker, okay. Yeah, so the one we're talking about is this guy here, the one I just circled. I hope that's the one you're referring to, Barry. Okay, see, last night we were watching, and it was really lit up in there, in that area. And so it did actually, well, it would have been early this morning, Icelandic time, but yes, definitely did open up there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so now we did also see a whole bunch more activity over here, just on the side of Flow, and you can see that little mound in here. So there was something going on that side as well. So that's pretty cool. So this is the new one here. And we'll get that written on the screen. New. There we go. All right, so that looks pretty cool. All righty. And that's awesome. Miss Pac-Man, thanks again for throwing that up there. And yes, it is wow. I'm going to try to see, though, if we can get one of the other shots that's a little bit closer. But need to just split my screen up here again to do that. And hopefully we can find it. Yeah, it's actually, I don't think we got any of them that are any closer right now, so. Yes, actually, that was kind of in the, hang on, which other view here? I got one of the views here that shows that fairly well. Okay, that's in 5. Let me just get it back here, and I'll get that view on there so you can actually see it. There it is there. And that would be coming, let's see, will that draw on here? No, hang on. Gotta turn that whiteboard on. Okay, let's see if that'll work now. Okay, yeah, it's up in, I believe that would be this guy here. Okay, and then that flow, it looks like it's coming this way. I don't know if that is actually coming this way, but we can definitely see a flow coming from flow heading this way, so it's going out both sides. At least that's what it looks like to me. Kind of, and then pouring back into our original valley there. So, and I think this front corner here, this area is going to get really filled up. I mean, you know, I really noticed a difference between just on the edges here, the lay of the land. We used to be able to look down, and now it's we're having to start to look up to get up to the volcano. So it's pretty cool. Let me just clear that off. So yeah, it looks pretty awesome. Yes, so you know, like I say, that corner is going to end up getting filled up fairly well. So hopefully that's going to be really nice, and then we can watch it overflow. Another couple of weeks, and they'll have to move this camera as well. Otherwise, they'll have another camera lost. But it is definitely filling up the area. Anyway, been yakking 20 minutes, so I'm going to take a voice break, and I will be right back, guys. Thanks. Okay, I turned the microphone back on just to yak a little bit, and let's see who's else is coming to the channel. Status Quo, hi, thanks for popping in. And yes, the fourth vent has been verified, and they're spewing out, and as I was looking here, as you can see over on the right is where Bob is, and you can see a kind of a pointy guy right in the middle, and then a smaller one further to the left, and that is believed to be the new one, and then flow on the far left, if I'm not mistaken. And if we look at it from the other view here, this is from the opposite side, so we can see it basically from the two sides, right? So it does look pretty neat. I'm kind of interested in what's going on in this corner, though, on the right side here. That little mound is starting to build as well, so we may end up with a double on the right side and a double on the left side and singles in the middle. It'll be cool nevertheless. So no matter how we slice it, it looks good. So that's the one side, and this is back to the other side. So looks pretty awesome to me, and it's snowing there again. I guess that's going to happen. Keeps things cool. So looking at the, I was going to bring up that map again here. I did zoom in on it earlier. I'll try to bring that up. Give me a second, or 2 or 3 or 5, whatever it takes. And get rid of that, and okay, so this was the map. I think this is now 2 days old, this map. And what I did, I zoomed in a little bit so we can see it a little bit better. And then we can scribble on it a little bit. So there you can see what's going on as far as the way the flow is in the cameras. And they're going to keep moving cameras and things like that. So I'm sure they will anyway. Trying to get myself set back in here. Okay, so it looks like we actually have flow if we're going over. Whoop, all right, that's not working. Gotta turn this thing back on. Where's my widget's not working. Give me a sec. I'll get my widget working. All right, let's set my widget. Okay. So when we look at the western side, or the left side here, it looks like that new flow is coming in this way. So it's flowing back into the original area. So that's somewhere right around here where that's coming from. And I think could be close. So, but looking at it, let's get back on there, see if I got the right one. Yeah, I think that's about the right place. So, the north side of the big vent. Okay. So that's pretty cool. So when you were referring to it, you're saying that there was in this area here, Barry, if I'm not mistaken as to what you're meaning. Because it did look like there was a lot last night when we were looking at this side. There was quite a bit of activity there, as well as the new one in the middle here. So either or, they're pretty good. So I like it. All four right now, so. Oh darn, I'm buffering. Get the bit rate's going back down, transmission is flawed. It'll come back up right away, so hang in there, guys. Oh, okay, cool. So if it completely drained it, I guess it's got an outflow now somewhere, so that'll be good. But then again, it may plug itself up. If it slows down a little bit, the flow gets a little slower, it may thicken up again and you know, create a blockage, and we'll rebuild. Yes, it is. Spurs, little bumps on the earth. Oh, that just makes the earth sandpaper just a little bit more sharp. I see the bit rate's gotten back up there, so we should be okay. But yeah, that does really look awesome, guys. I think it's cool. Slightly different angles. I was trying to find that out earlier, smoking, joking, whether the flow rate increased or not, and I couldn't find anything on it. So I honestly don't know. But if there's someone in the chat that heard if it did increase or not, that would be great. Thanks. And let's see. A little bit more snow happening in the other view here, so visibility is not as good as we'd like it to be, but still pretty good that we can see it. Okay, so and then if we look at it from, oh, I was going to say the other side. That's actually this view here. Okay, so this is the other side of what we were just looking at there. And kind of nice to see it from both sides. That way we can tell what's going on. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for a couple seconds. got to tend to a message here. Be right back. Just a few seconds. Okay, still looking at that beautiful view. So we've got our 4 points with a possible fifth one on the far left side there, or if we flip around to the other scene, we see it from the opposite side, and it's a little bit more snow on that side now, so it's a little harder to see it. Let's see, slightly different angle is this one, and you can still see all of the activity. So it's pretty awesome looking. Status quo, they're onto your whereabouts, whomever they are. Oh no. Run and hide. Quick, run and hide. Turn off the GPS function on your cell phone, otherwise they'll be able to track you. Or better yet, leave your cell phone alone. Leave it somewhere. Give it to somebody. Actually, put it on a public transit bus in the Lost and Found, and it'll keep going around the town or city forever and ever. So, pretty cool. Let's see. And we'll throw it on a different view here. Well, no, we wanted the other one. I think we wanted this one. No, that's a split view. I tried to get the split view, but because they're so spread out, it's a little bit more difficult to do. So we're gonna have to just leave it on the wide angle here for now. As far as whether was it predicted, not from my understanding. They all of a sudden, started popping up. So every time a new one, a fissure opens a little bit more, it just pops out. But they weren't able to predict that. But I mean, that's all the way along that whole line of fissures anyway, right? So it's not unfathomable to realize that it's going to possibly have a few more holes in it. So I'm sure we're going to have a couple more areas that are going to spurt up as well, if it keeps going. So who knows? Or they may just start growing completely, nice and tall and big. I'd like to see them get a little bit taller. It would really, really be good. Okay. Well, thanks, status quo. I was going to show that other picture of St. Vincent again there, or St. La Sauvière on St. Vincent Island. So we'll find that picture for you. get it on the screen, I hope. Okay, there, we'll get it on there. Okay, so that was a picture, and I believe that was from earlier this morning. That was around, but that's Les Sophia on St. Vincent Island, in St. Vincent, as they call it. And that's a pretty awesome looking picture with the different bands. You know, you can definitely see a bunch of different layers and stuff. And I think it's awesome, but we'll get back over to our volcano. There we go. We're back here. So, cool stuff. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to switch to the other view again. So this is the original side, if you will, of the volcano area. And it looks pretty awesome. I'm wondering if we're going to get another little mound building up in, when you're looking at this picture here. Let's see if I can get my thing to work. This little area here is kind of a area of interest to me, because that's a convergence of what's going down the hill here, but I don't know if that's actually going to open up as a fissure as well, and that would be really interesting. Yes, well, if they're fairly you know, violent, and the cones will collapse. It's when they slow down a little bit and keep throwing out bits of lava at a time, that's when they start building. I mean, you take a look over at Bob, and obviously, you know, it's growing, and it's because it keeps spurting out at a fairly slow rate, right? If it's more violent, it has a tendency to push out whatever it built up and blow it all to bits. Otter Silver, welcome. Who else came in? But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Let's see. Go back to that view. I'm surprised these things aren't smoking more. You know, like when we looked at that picture of La Sophia on St. Vincent. That definitely has a lot more smoke billowing out. Mind you, it's a larger eruption in that sense, right? But in comparison to what we're seeing here, this is minimal, really, when we look at what's coming out of this particular area. And for the size of it, I mean, it should be a little bit more ash and stuff. But then again, it's fed right from the mantle, right? So it's doing a clean burn, if you will, which is not bad. I don't mind it. Yeah, all those new people that popped in the chat there. If you like what you're seeing, you want to hit the thumbs up. Would greatly appreciate that. And If you haven't subscribed already, you might want to consider that as well. And we're flipping back and forth here between views from one side to the other. And it's pretty awesome to see. I'm imagining that it's going to be a little bit brighter as the sun starts going down a bit. What is it now in Iceland? I think it's 6:43 p.m. So another couple of hours before the sun really goes down. But it is starting to light up, and we can see a little bit there. Okay, yeah, thanks, Gary. Appreciate that. Yeah, I tried to make that little watermark a little bit bigger, and I don't know if I managed to get it big enough. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Thanks. Anyway, okay, so we're looking at it from the original side, and then if we kind of flip around, here's one of the angles, and that one's got a little more snow in it right now, so we're not seeing as well. And then we do have the third angle here as well, although this one is showing a little bit. And this is the other side. So pretty cool views, being able to get all the way around it. I think that's awesome. And I can hardly wait till it gets a little darker out. But I do have to limit my stream here to the 1 hour mark for right now because of work and stuff. So we'll see what happens there. Maybe I can go a little longer. We'll try it. But pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, if you ask me. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna really mess up your name. I'm just gonna call you 76. And you said you witnessed the eruption in '96. It had enormous amounts of glacial meltwater entering. Okay, yeah, the magma kept exploding to the point. Okay, yeah, and that's exactly it. When you introduce water of sorts, you know, it's basically becomes a hydrogen bomb, more or less. No, actually, it's not quite that bad, but it is definitely creates a volatile mixture, and just the rapid expansion of your H2O into steam, you know, will cause a big blast, right? So, yeah, it definitely will have some explosive results, that's for sure. We'll flip this back to the other backside view here. So, going back to the opposite side, we can see it from here. Yes, kind of. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, anything that you, if you have a really hot heat source and then you put something liquid into it, there is going to be a reaction, of course, as soon as the stuff heats up. Especially if it's vaporized, right? And that gives it a lot of potential. throw on one of the other views here. Yeah, this view here is getting a little bit more snowy all the time. But you can still see them, so that's pretty cool. 1,700, okay, thanks Barry, 1,700 times until it turns into steam. I didn't know that, but yes. And yes, Donald, like a boiler explosion. More or less, yeah. It all ignites. It has potential. Well, I don't think it actually ignites. It's just the gas is expanding so much, right? So that's where the problem comes in. Oh, wrong one. There we go. I'm just waiting for this whole thing to fill in the little bit of the valley here that's still low. And what I'm referring to is this area. Once that gets filled in, things are going to have to flow back, maybe that way, or back behind it here somewhere. Don't know if it's how far it'll build up, but you know, you do see kind of a ridge line here anyway, so you kind of have to wonder if maybe there wasn't something there in the past history, right? So, but it does look cool. Yes, I would agree with the similar effect from the large amounts of groundwater that's trapped in the magma or with the magma. Yeah, and it's always chambers right beside it, this type of thing. You know, and once everything heats up enough, then melts through, and we end up with a mix, and then we get a volatile scenario. It's pretty awesome. Just hope nobody's near the big ones when they go, right? So, you know, we don't want to have we don't have want to have that kind of thing. La Sophia and on St. Vincent Island. That'll really give you a bad day if you have something like that happening close by. So, anyway, we'll put her back there. Oop, wrong one again. There we go. Okay, gonna take a couple minute break here, and I'll be right back. Thanks. Okay, turn the microphone back on here. So, yeah, pretty awesome view from the original viewpoint, I guess we'll call it. And of course, you see, oh boy, messages. Hang on, I gotta go check that one out because that might be work. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to clear that message off. Um, yeah, looking at the original view here, we can see that it looks like action is picking up a little bit on the left side. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting all kinds of messages right now. Just need to turn that off, I think. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so the action is starting to pick up a little bit there, and it looks pretty cool. And again, if we flip to the other views, we can see the back side of this, and it's starting to show up a little bit better as well. I'm guessing that we're probably going to end up seeing some flow come down here somewhere. Just a guess. It's kind of a little bit of a lower portion or something. You know, whether it comes this way. But we'll see what happens in the future. That's just kind of a guess, but don't know what's really going to happen. It depends on how active that region gets. And right now, it does look like it is fairly active. Now we do know that the other side of that is already flowing into the original valley there. So when we're looking at the other side, and we can see that in this other picture here. So it seems to be coming down something like this and flowing into there. So not 100%, but pretty sure that's what it's doing. At least that's what it's looking like. Inflation and deflation circle or cycles in volcanoes. Well, that is a good one. We don't know, or I don't know. I shouldn't say we don't know, but I don't know. Not familiar with it. What we were thinking about is there going to be something relative to the tides? This is something that was mentioned before a couple of days ago here, and I think that might be something. Well, I wanted to research that a little bit more, but I didn't have time for that. But to see if there's a correlation between high tide or low tide and volume of the actual volcanoes, or the combined volume output, to see if it changed during these time periods. So that would be interesting information anyway, as far as I could see. And yeah, that snow is starting to come down heavier again, so our other views are, well, that's not too bad yet here on this one. I like it. It's when it gets completely snowed out like it did the other day, you know, and it buries the camera lens or whatever in the snow. It's pretty hard to see, but this is doing good right now. Yeah, this other view, because it's back a little bit further, it's picking up a little bit more snow. It looks like it's coming right at it almost, as well as the smoke from the vents. I see my bit rate is dropping a bit again here, guys, so if it buffers for a second or two, it will improve, so just hang in there. And we'll go back to the other side here so we can see. This is one of the other angles. And yeah, they're all getting a little bit more snow now, so hard to see. Santa Claus should be coming along anytime, right? Oh. Thor, I hope that you figure that out. Like I say, with the inflation and deflation cycles, that's basically, I'm thinking it's got to be tidally related. But then again, also, you know, how is the flow down underneath there moving around, right? And I would think it should be okay. And by the way, if you guys are in the chat and in the stream, if you want to hit the like button, would greatly appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed yet, you might want to consider doing that as well. And I thank you very much for that. And we'll swap our views and see what, oh, that one's getting worse. We'll go back to this one. Yeah, this one is not so bad, so that looks all right for now. And I know there's a lot of people in that weren't in here before. Out on St. Vincent Island, in St. Vincent, La Sophia, the volcano there. This was the image that we had from it earlier today. You can really see the separations, and we have a definite steam ring in there, and you know, some very heavy volcanic ash just right below it. It's an awesome shot. But anyway, we'll throw us back to our neck of the woods here, the Icelandic one. And yeah, unfortunately, the view is getting a little bit worse as the snow is increasing. I guess this is probably the best one right now. And looks like it's lighting up a little bit more on the left side there, where flow is flowing in two directions, going over the hill on the one side and back this way on the original valley side, which is pretty awesome. So okay, Thor. Yeah, that's kind of a heavy thing to think about. Now, one of the things that I did read one of the papers on on that. And okay, just to understand, if you look at the Earth as more of a dynamo or a large generator, um, the, what guys were saying was that there's some kind of correlation between the uh, the rotation rate, the amount of energy that it creates in this dynamo, and because that's spinning, it's in a wave form, and that might be affecting it. Now that is all hypothetical as far as I'm concerned, because there's no verified proof of that yet. I mean, they can't get down there and actually take measurements. That's the problem, right? So it'd be a heck of a hot experience if you ask me. But yeah, we're starting to see activity out of all our little cones and the big ones. So it looks pretty cool. And I'm going to take a few more minute break here, and I will be back. Yeah, just to turn the mic back on, Matthew, I didn't see anything go through here that anything was rejected. So I'm wondering if maybe it was something that YouTube did, because it wasn't here on this end. So I'm not sure, and I didn't see. I don't think Arizona Snowman did anything either. So just I'm double checking with him. Morgan, did you see what happened there? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing here. I'll be right back. Okay, back again here. So yes, that lava that is coming up is coming directly from the mantle. It is about 80% silica, and I think they said between 12 and 15% iron, and a mixed bag of other elements in there, chemicals, minerals, whatever you want to call it. So kind of a mixed bag of good stuff that's in there. Not too much in the lines of precious metals or anything like that, and not too much that is creating overly toxic clouds. Mind you, that doesn't count out the CO2, SO2, and a few of the other heavy gases that may be sitting in some of the low spots. Now, one of the things that I will kind of stress about this right now is if people are going into these areas now, if it's stagnant and no wind about, as that could, oh, I see my bit rate's gone down again. Hang in there, guys. It'll get back up if it's buffering a little bit. Hey, I see a guy scooting along there. I don't know if he's on a motorbike or a quad or something. Cool. Yeah, it's bit rate's going up, so we should be okay. And yeah, we'll flip it back to the other view here. That's this one. There we go. So looks pretty decent. Now, Thor, is that that reservoir? Is that what's actually feeding this? Because that reservoir is fairly low down, from what I understand. It's not like Yellowstone, where it's just a few 100 feet below the surface, kind of thing, or well, something like that. Just curious if you know that by chance. Although this is a pretty darn good view. I'm really liking the way that starting to look. I wonder if the this one in the middle, this guy here, he looks pretty pointy, and he's just on the crest of that little hill or mound here. So I'm wondering if he's going to get, you know, tall like that, something like whatever. Not a good artiste. But it's going to be interesting to see how these guys play out as far as the way they grow. And this guy here being the newer fella on the block. It's going to be interesting to see what happens if he turns into a big one or not. I'm hoping they do that, though. It would be nice to see 4 nice-sized cones here. Okay, so it's 15 to 20 kilometers below the surface. All right, yeah, that makes sense. And then it's got some vents coming up out of that. Cool. We'll flip to the back side here. Still looks pretty awesome. then I think our other view is still, oh yeah, it's really, really snowed out. So that one's not going to do us much good. I'll go back to this guy. That's all that smoke that's heading over the other way. As you can see, the smoke is trailing off that way, right? So that's heading right for the other camera and giving a very cloudy view. So we'll clear that out, and hi Angelo Keen, welcome. And yes, we're just looking at day 22 of the Icelandic volcano eruptions at Gildingedalesh, if I said that right. And the one on the left-hand side in this shot is pouring lava back into this side, into this valley, as well as over into Meradalesh up on the northeast side there. So, and unfortunately, that was this view here from the northeast, and all that smoke is going that way, so we can't see so well. This one is a little bit more off to the side, and we can see from here. Bruno, what's my name? Everybody calls me Doc, okay? If that's what you want to hear, that works for me. I even have my co-workers and stuff like that, they call me Doc as well. Yep, that works. Cool. Let's throw this over back to the other one here. And yeah, as it gets a little bit darker, we're starting to see things lighten up a little bit as far as the lava flows, which is pretty awesome and cool. I like it. Hey, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do give it a shot if you can. And if you like this kind of content and you want to get a little bit more of it or whatever, I tried to do daily streams. I'm going to go up to day 30 for sure. So I got a few more coming, but if you want to join in, hit that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. And it's great doing this for all of you guys. Love watching the volcanoes. And for those who have just joined us here, I'll throw that picture back up from La Sofière and St. Vincent, just so you can kind of see that photo was taken earlier in the day, and I'm not sure who actually took the photo, so I can't give credit in the right place, but it is not my photo. But it looks pretty awesome, and it's got a really, really cool steam ring around it, as well as some pyroclastic clouds that just underneath that. And from what I was watching earlier with the lava rocks that were coming down, the guy was holding on to them. You know, they're at least half an inch in diameter, you know, at least a centimeter, and he showed some that were about 2.5 centimeters in size, or a full inch in diameter. So that's pretty awesome, you know, and a little bit dangerous for those people living on the side where everything is blowing. So let's throw her back to our other volcano, and there we go. So we're back on the good one. Yeah. I've been thinking about showing a little bit of that now too, but when you get so much, I mean, I'm so involved in trying to read up and dig out information for this one, it is very time consuming. Um, it's on St. Vincent, uh, from what I understood. Um, and they were evacuating people over to um, Montserrat, if I'm 100% correct. Yep. Okay. Cool. So I did get it right. Yeah, that's what I thought I got out of that when I was watching this. But yeah, it's definitely doing its thing, and it's still going. And they figure that one could be 2 to 3 weeks worth. So we don't know. And again, it's these volcanoes, they're all a wait and see, and see what happens, because trying to predict when something is going to stop or restart or get bigger or get smaller, it's just like what we're looking at here. Here in Iceland, it's unpredictable. Um, it's like the other day when we had the larger flow during the evening, and then in the early morning hours, things basically shut down. The flow diminished to um, probably a third of what was coming out before, right? So, and then it picked up later that day as time went by. About 8 or 10 hours later, it started picking up again, which is pretty awesome to see. So happy to see that happening. Very good stuff. Let's see if we can throw this back around the other side. Well, way too much smoke in that view. Can't see a darn thing, completely smoked out. All right, this other one is a little bit better. So this is the backside, from the different camera angles, and I'm glad the guys have the cameras sitting where they do, because that does give us good vantage points. Earlier today, before the wind started blowing, we were watching that the smoke was actually rising straight up vertically, and of course with the wind now blowing, it's blowing towards the other camera, so I guess it's be kind of northeast or something. No, to the northwest. This camera is actually in the northeast, looking at the volcanoes, I believe, if I'm right. Um, you can always correct me if I'm not. So, hey, Bill, welcome back. Nice to see you. Um, Angelo, I don't know, don't think that they have anything that they can actually drop in there that has a survival rate of any type, because the temperature of the lava um, is somewhere around 1200 degrees Celsius, or that'd be just about 2000 degrees Fahrenheit, I think, somewhere thereabouts, or 1600 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, so making a probe that can withstand that, it'd be very expensive, and something you really wouldn't want to lose or drop into a volcano, unless you had a lot of money. Um, it's kind of interesting. Um, Uj- Ujjaini Diman. Take care of people. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. If you're leaving, appreciate it. And if you haven't hit the like button, you might want to do that. So thank you everyone who has popped into the stream. I do appreciate all of you. And enjoy bringing this stuff to you guys. Just so we have it straight here, that these views are from the ruv.is is where they're actually being supplied from. They're not my own cameras by any means, so and they're doing a fantastic job. They've allowed public access, so it's all good. And we get the great views out of this. So we're doing good. And I see my 1 hour stream is already an hour and 25 minutes, but that's okay. I don't mind when we have a lot of people in here that have the interest, and I do like it, and do encourage people to learn about the volcanoes, things like that. But give me a few minutes. I'm going to take a little vocal break here, and I will be back. Thank you. A Q alert? Is that Q as in what we find on Star Trek, or Q as in question, Harold? And welcome to the chat. And also welcome to Gene Phillips. Okay, Gene, please don't be quoting religious quotes in here, but you're welcome to come and chat, and you're welcome to believe your stuff. That's not a problem, but please don't put that in the chat, okay? And as far as yeah, this is quite awesome as far as the volcanic eruptions here. I do like that. Where'd it go? Oh, okay. Thanks, Bruno. Appreciate that. Well, right now, what Stig Olson, what we're basically looking at is more or less, well, we have what we call the primary one, or Bob, as everybody called it, with its two vents there, which are probably together. 4 holes, yeah, that's about right. So what we've got, let me go on here, and I will, there's one guy here, one guy here, one guy here, and our double friend here. And Now there was some other activity over here. It might be this little guy here. So that kind of, I don't know if that helps you there. Who was asking? Stig. Hopefully that'll help you out a little bit. Oh, Kim is here. Bob Flangarf. That's a good one. Welcome back, Barry. Nice to see you. Okay, so that has two vents over there on the north side, is what you're saying. This guy. So, okay, cool. And greetings from to North Wales from Dave Casey. Well, welcome to the stream. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come and see. I do have all my streams from day one up to well, this one will be published by when I do shut down, but they're all there, various lengths. Some of them a little longer than others, 5-6 hours, depending on the day. So if you did want to check something or see something that happened, by all means, you can go back and have a look. The information is there, and you can probably see pardon me, a few things happening in that. Yeah, now I didn't get everything in there, but on some of them there's some pretty decent footage. Now I did have, I think the day after they lost the bob cam, I think I did have it in the stream the day after. I did show that footage, so you could actually see the last throws of that one. Which you could probably see as well. Lombard, welcome, and thank you for the thumbs up from Spain. Gracias. Okay, Bruno's at Etna. All right. Well, thank you, Bruno, for letting me know that you're over there. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, Barry, you forgot the G. That's okay. Yeah, the weather has not been favorable today. It comes and goes, and when we look at the other views, actually the snow looks like it's subsiding a little bit. So we've been lucky so far, and then of course the other view has the smoke coming directly at it. So that one is, unfortunately, it's a little bit of a smoked out view, but we did like this. So this one is the best looking one right now, and that's where I think I'll leave her sit. Okay, I'm gonna try to pronounce it. Kaldingadalish. Kaldingadalish. Kaldingadalish? I hope that's right. Anyone from Iceland, if I didn't say it right, you can smack me. Let me know. No, I wish I could speak Icelandic. It would be a very unique thing. Hey, Chrysler Imperial H, stopping in from the USA. Thank you. And I'm actually in Edmonton, Canada, and we are restreaming this from here. So, okay. Delaire, how come I hear everybody pronounce it like a SH at the end? Or is that just the Icelandic way of saying it? Galdingadalar. Galdingadalar. Liar? Liar. I think. Something like that. Yeah, we didn't. We didn't need to know what gelding in English is. I think a lot of us understand that already. Thanks. Anyway. No. Let's not call it that, guys. That's been getting a little bit too crude. We are going to keep the Icelandic names on it, and we're not going to change things like that. So let's behave and be nice. Just flipping through my views here. We do see a little bit more activity on that new area in here. So that's kind of interesting to watch for. We'll see what happens in a little bit of time. So and our smoky cam is still smoky, so we'll go back to the front one. Okay, and that one doesn't look too bad. So starting to see a lot more lava pooling up in this area here, so that's interesting. I'm wondering if we're going to get another fissure there, because we do have that smoke rising out of here. So I'm wondering if that's going to open up another vent of some sort in that location. It is possible, or that could be just something smoldering as it's getting heated up by the lava. So okay, and we'll clear that off for right now. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Awesome stuff. And for those good people joining, if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, the like button, by all means, if you could do that, it'd be great. If you want to see more of this type of content, I will be streaming till at least day 30, so as long as we can make it happen. And so if you want to subscribe, by all means, it'd be awesome. And I'm gonna keep on plugging away here. Let's see what the other views look like. So this was one of the original views, which got twisted a little bit towards the other new areas. That's our smoked out view. It's really not that great. And we're going back to the backside, which is pretty cool. Actually, I was going to throw that picture from St. Vincent back up there, so those newcomers into the channel, this was from this morning from La Sauvière in St. Vincent, on St. Vincent Island, and it's a pretty awesome looking picture there. See some real nice steam ring around it, as well as the heavy pyroclastics below it and above it. Pretty awesome shots. So I thought it was cool and worthwhile letting you look at. So we'll throw it back over to our prime candidate here. So the yellow line that's on the ground, you're talking about this one that's coming along here. That was caution tape that they had put up to keep people out and away from the camera. That was put up when the protesters came with their sign a few days ago. I can't remember exact what date it was, but that's when they put the caution tape around it to try to keep people back from the camera. So I thought it was kind of neat when they did that. Hope that answers that question. Zoom in on the first volcano. That's about as good as I can get with my my shots here for you. Who was that asked for that? Truth above all. Okay, yeah, that was the Bob, if you will, but he's the one over on the right hand side, of course. So this is basically number 1 here, and this was number 2 here, and this guy was number 3, and here we got number 4. So that's kind of the layout, and it's going pretty good. What's the term for island in the lava? Kapuki? I don't know if that's right or not. I don't want to be on a kapuki, no matter what. Oh boy. Visions of Star Wars again. Okay. Clear this out real quick. There we go. So yeah, pretty awesome. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can bring up that map again so we can get a kind of a little bit of an eye on where we are there. Let's see, zoomed map, that's the one I want. So this this map that is on the screen there, it's a couple days old already, so there's a little bit more activity that happened, and I just figured I'd show that just to give you a little bit of an idea of where things are. So we have more activity. Whoa, what's going on here? I got to get my whiteboard back on. All right. Ah, darn whiteboard doesn't want to work. It did that to me the other day too. I don't know why. Oh, maybe I need to turn the darn thing on. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, I guess I'm not going to draw on the map, but anyway, it gives you a general idea what it looks like, and you can see the 3 main vents there that they had open, and just beyond the second vent upward there, where you see a red line going across. That's another area, and that's where the other vent is. So, and then there's also something further to the north, or the top side of flow, as they called it. So, hopefully that kind of explains it. Anyway, I'll put it back here. So, I'm really interested in seeing how these guys are going to grow, especially especially these two guys in the middle here, this guy and this one. And I'm curious to see if we're going to have something come out of here. So, time will tell. And that's the interesting part about the volcano. It's time will tell, right? So, we'll see how it goes. Kipuka is a lava island surrounded by liquid lava. And that is not the thing that you want to be standing on. I don't know if I said it right. Kipuka? Or is it Kaipuka? That's right, Kim. Flowing in two directions at the same time, which is pretty awesome. You know, both into both sides, both valleys. Not sure what that word is there, Wolf Blitzer. Wolf Blitzer, Fox News? Okay. Interesting, interesting word. I don't know if I can pronounce that. K-O-A-Nga. Okay, never mind. I'm going to leave it alone. Too difficult. Going to end up with trough mumbles. Start balking backwards and get my words all wixed. Oh, fun. There we go. So yeah, it's pretty awesome looking at these. So let's see if it a little less smoky now. There, I see the smoke is veering off just a little bit, and we can see a little bit more on this flow cam. And it looks pretty good, but I don't see the stuff on the right hand side there. There was a little guy over here way on the right hand side, and he was spritzing out earlier. I'm not a super artiste, so okay. We did see some researchers going by earlier on one of the other views. Let's see if that was on the backside view. On this one, there you can see some people walking there and here. I'm not sure if they're researchers or just tourists, but they're definitely out there. So brave souls, I guess. Hawaiian words of the day: Pahoi, Pahoi Hoi, and is it Ea? The way they pronounce that? Yeah, Ea. Pahoi Hoi. Okay, never mind. Oh. Yeah. Oh, they're panning around a little bit. This is cool. We're gonna get to see a different view here. Hang on, let me get that one on. And they've zoomed in a little bit, so you get to have a little closer look. And yeah, there's right in the middle there. You can see that smoker coming off of the edge, and this is what I'm thinking might start another vent. Um, so I'm talking about this guy here. So and no, I didn't do that. The feed changed color. So oh, they fixed it. All right. Um, yeah, that's kind of a nice view there. So that's kind of where I think it's going, guys. We might have another vent open up, right? So that would be cool. I got about 10 minutes to go here, and then I'm gonna end the stream. I do have some other things to do, and I am on call, so I have to be ready to go if that happens. But kind of give you guys the old 10-minute warning, and I'm gonna take a minute break. I will be right back. Oh, come on. It's more than 9 minutes. I'm going to give you a 10-minute warning. Really, I'll run a few minutes over, and it might even be an 11-minute warning, Barry. We'll see what happens. You never know. I might get stuck yakking and into an interesting topic and go on for another 15 right after that. Um, 34 kilometers an hour from the southwest. Wow, that's blowing pretty good there. Oh, be nice, Kim. Be nice. Yes, I will end up trying to answer all the questions. I don't necessarily have answers for all the questions, but we can certainly throw it into discussion and see what happens. But I'm uh, a little disappointed in my view here. Our smoke that was coming from out front here seems to have disappeared a little bit. So it may have just been something that was burning. Could have been some moss or something that was off gassing as it was heating up. Um, I don't think there's any wood laying anywhere there, but could have been some grasses or something like that was smoldering. So still looks pretty darn good though. I like the way that stuff is flowing in there. I'm really curious to see when it's going to start spilling out the other end of the valley. Once that height gets built up enough, I guess it's going to have to start going somewhere, right? So, interesting. And yeah, this one here is the new one that everyone is talking about. So, kind of neat. Okay, a lichen. Okay, so lichen or moss-like material or whatever. Yeah, there's I guess they've got a few things growing there. But yeah, that's probably what burnt. So. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, Dave. The question that you've got there is, do I stream at the same time every day? Like Monday through Fridays, I try to stream from either 5 or 5:30 onward for usually an hour or two, because they are work nights for me. I do have to be, doing other things as well, and I am on call, so 100% for sure, nothing is written in stone, right? As far as tomorrow, I'm probably going to try to start at noon again, pending work, of course. So if I can get in, I will start it at noon. If I do have other things going, I will probably start it later in the day. But the goal is set for a noon start on the stream for tomorrow as well. So that's what we can look forward to if you want to be looking for it. So, and would love to have you come back. That definitely would be nice. Welcome, Stuart Callow. Safest place to build a capital? Oh my God, that's a kind of a weird question. I don't know if I can answer that. I'm going to leave it alone. Yeah, Kim said Antarctica. I think that might be a good place. Everything just freezes up and you don't need to worry about anything. And I don't think you're going to have an invasion there, right? Welcome, Tim. What time zone? My apologies. Mountain Daylight Time. So, what is it? -6 UTC. So that'll be 6 p.m. Icelandic time, I guess. Okay. What's in Fort McMurray? I've been to Fort McMurray many times. Not a place I like going. A penguin invasion, and yes, they do have a lot of penguins down there, don't they, in Antarctica? 8 p.m. your time. Okay, cool. Bruno. Oh, Tim, you're in Calgary. Okay. Mountain Standard. It's Mountain Daylight Time. Standard Time is in the winter, isn't it? But, yeah. You're just down in Calgary. That's like a good stone throw away, right? 2200 in Norway, 10 o'clock. Okay, cool. 10 p.m. Okay. Oh, I see I'm fluctuating with my bit rate a little bit. We should be okay though. And yeah, I will run it a couple more minutes here just to throw Barry off. We'll see what happens. But I do have some things that I do need to get done, guys, and so I will be ending the stream shortly. $10 p.m. in Italy, 2 p.m. here now, so that's pretty cool. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to wrap it up, and I appreciate everyone coming in to the stream and viewing. And if you haven't done so yet and you want to hit the thumbs up, would be greatly appreciated. If you'd like to subscribe for more stuff in the future, tomorrow will be the next stream, probably around 12 noon, Mountain Daylight Time. I guess that's what we call it. And we'll see what happens then. And I'll keep my eye on the stuff in the meantime to see if we get any new fissures or sniblets opening up there, and any new activity. Also going to keep an eye on La Sofia, or what is it? Yeah, Sofia, La Sofia, in St. Vincent, and see what happens there. So I appreciate everyone coming in. Thank you all for coming, and we'll hopefully see you all tomorrow. And have a great night. And we'll move. Whoa, hang on. I wanted to move that, not make it bigger. There we go. We'll stick that down here and make it a little bigger. All right. Thank you, everyone, and take care. And we'll see you all tomorrow. And hopefully it'll be a good day for us. Bye for now.